right. Today is officially, per the city of Las Vegas, the Grow Your Own Food Day. With that being said, here's Chef Paco. If we can get all the speakers up here right now. So this is Chef Paco. He's been diligently trying to make his restaurant as organic as possible. He's going to talk to you about a couple different things. So here, please give him a really big round of applause when he gets up here, because he's the one that's been doing all of this for us and getting all of the food and everything. So everybody please welcome Chef Paco.
Hello, good morning Las Vegas. Thank you so much for coming. I feel very excited to be here. I'm here to support you guys 100%. We support non-GMO Vegas 100%. Our restaurant is based on non-GMO food and organic. If you guys haven't had the chance to visit us, please do. It's because of you that we're here, because it's a dream to come true. Also, I want to tell you guys to please help to educate your friends, educate some, other people that you know. You guys have the right to know about the information they have on the online, but you're also responsible to communicate to your friends, so make them aware about everything's going on with the GMO. Myself, I lost a friend based on this. It was sad, but that's why we're here today, because we want to support and we want to tell you guys to please help to make this grow. And please visit us, and thank you so much for your support. Give us a chance.
Next we have Juliana. Climb up here. You've got a couple little helpers.
What's up, everybody? Let's hear it for all the kids out here. I'm a school teacher out here, really close to here actually, so I have my note cards. Please forgive my nerdiness. I'm really honored to be here today. I want to start out by sharing a story by Eduardo Galeano. It's entitled Seeds. In Brazil, peasant farmers asked, why are there so many people without land and there is so much land without people? The answer came to them by bullet. Fear was their only inheritance and they lost it. They kept on asking questions and taking land and committing the crime of wanting to work. In their millions they asked, why are chemicals allowed to torture the earth? What will happen to us if seeds are no longer seeds? At the beginning of 2001, landless peasants invaded an experimental plot planted with genetic belonging to the Monsanto Corporation in Rio Grande do Sul. They left not one artificial soy plant standing. The plantation was taken over by the people and renamed Não Me Toque, do not touch. Over 64 countries have banned GMOs. And over 434 cities are marching today in protest of Monsanto. Corporate globalization sees our world as something that can be purchased, exploited. They call for the destruction of our biological and our cultural diversity. This is what Monsanto represents. In order to combat Monsanto, we need to talk about subsistence, about earth democracy and ecofeminism. We need to talk about the worldwide and people of color's struggle for fair food and land. We need to talk about farm workers' rights, people's liberation, but most importantly, about our future, our children. Dr. Vandana Shiva states that patents on life have no place in our world. She says living earth democracy is a space for reclaiming our fundamental freedoms, for defending our basic rights and exercising our common responsibilities and duties to protect life on earth, defend peace, and promote democracy. Living democracies are based on the intrinsic worth of all species, all peoples, all cultures. It's a just and equal sharing of this world's vital resources and a sharing of the decisions about the uses of life's resources. Earth democracy allows us to reclaim our common humanity and unity with all life. It's with these words and these struggles that I have arrived here today. These struggles have encouraged me to become an educator, to help develop garden programs that has intentions beyond growing food. We are creating a base of children who understand their roles and responsibilities in connection to protecting Mother Earth. We as adults take part in the destruction of Earth. It's youth that understands that our solutions are based on everyday actions. Knowledge travels, and our strongest vessels of knowledge are our children. If we want ideas of sustainable practices to spread, we must engage with youth to learn new ways of being. My students have become garden guardians. They are pieces of the web that transfer energy in our ecosystem fairly. They understand the simple formula. We can either take away from Mother Earth or we can give back to it. Can we rid ourselves of the monsters of Monsanto in this world? I believe my students will tell you yes. Ultimately, our land is not for sale. Earth democracy is awareness of all responsibilities flow from them. We no longer have to imagine a world without GMOs. Countries like Peru, El Salvador, Ecuador, Vietnam, India have returned to seed saving and protecting land. And we can do the same here in our school gardens. We are creating an alternative learning space by doing so. School gardens everywhere are taking steps to become community resources for fair food. I know GMOs and pesticides are poison. And as a teacher, I'm not in the business of poisoning my students. Of teaching that it's possible to grow your own food, but also give back to Mother Earth. We want to restore our educational spaces so that they are healthier in the same way we want to restore our soil, and we can do both together. People and families worldwide have been uprooted due to irresponsible food production systems that have caused migration, which has caused a disruption in our knowledge and our ability to grow our own food that is free from harmful degenerative science. We have the potential to reroute, reconnect, and together figure out the knowledge that would be lost and rebuild it mutually. With school gardens and community gardens, we can reroute ourselves to the individual learning experience, but also to the collective community-based experience that's holistic and healthy. We want an organic educational process. The GMO-free movement is more than just eating healthy. We're teaching our children to become co-creators and co-producers for a healthier environment that can help rid us all of GMOs. This is what Earth democracy means to me, and that's why I'm here today to march with you. I'm not sure what the next step is in eliminating Monsanto, but I know one thing for sure.
No GMO!
They teach students how to work collectively, how to make sense of the world around them. But most importantly, my students' knowledge and understanding of themselves grows parallel with every seed and every harvest in our garden. I don't know. Marches are really cool, and shopping at Whole Food really helps. But one thing I know to be true is that school gardens have a place in this very important fight.
Yeah.
Perhaps school gardens can make Monsanto obsolete. Perhaps my students will grow up not seeing a need for GMOs or pesticides or for the Monsantos of the world because they will be fluent in the proper treatment of Mother Earth. Thank you very much for being here.
Up next, we have Mr. Shane Stewart from Grassroots.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Well, I want to say something really quick about Juliana. I've actually spoken at her school. They call me the raw mixologist, and I have a juice bar right around the corner here, and it's called Grassroots. Grassroots is a business that I wanted to create to become an educational hub. So instead of just coming in there and getting a one-time cleanse and detox, when you come into our establishment with health coaches and cleansing programs, you're learning about GMOs, you're learning about organic foods. And I worked with the Downtown Farmers Market, went on a farm tour, and I learned about this movement called Beyond Organic. Never heard of it, I wanted to check it out for myself. So Kerry Clasby, the owner of the Downtown Farmers Market, took me on this amazing farm tour where I got to shake hands with these guys that were in one generation after generation were handing down these farms. Now the government comes in and says, look, if you want to grow organic, you're gonna have to fill out a stack of paperwork like that for that stamp of approval. And they said that if I wanted to fill out paperwork, then I would go work in a cubicle somewhere, I wouldn't be a farmer. And so Grassroots is about supporting the small farms. And with our one store downtown, we were able, Crossfire Ranch, Patty, who had a booth set up at Farmers Market, having a hard time selling microgreens, having a hard time selling her spinach. Now with these big juicers that they have, she can't even keep up, and she's trying to grow her produce in her next door neighbor's farm. But thank you. But the reason why I tell you that is because this movement of trying to weed out these harmful substances within our diet, it's not that hard. All it took from me was a little trip and a little education, and I know most of you guys out there are high vibration, conscious human beings, and I appreciate you guys coming out here today. And when you guys are out there marching today, I want you to think about something. That Monsanto claims that their products, these seeds, are revolutionary, and they're gonna help change the world and feed the whole entire world. Except they choose to live in darkness because they refuse to even label their food. So darkness can only hide in darkness. They cannot hide in light. When you're marching today, keep that vibration high. We are all one, united from a positive level. And when we come like this, when we rise up to the occasion like this, it is a ripple effect that will change the entire world. So you guys are super powerful. And I love you, and thank you for coming out and making this happen.
All right, thank you everybody for coming out here today. Now my name's Nick Brannigan. I've been a non-GMO advocate and researching GMOs for over 6 years now. And never before, since 2015, have I seen more cracks in the dam. You can look at the dam right now. You can see the water coming through. You can see it getting weaker. And that dam, oh my goodness gracious, that dam is coming down. So what we're here to do is March Against Monsanto. So with that in mind, we need to take a lesson from our brothers and sisters from Occupy Wall Street. Because Occupy Wall Street was very good at identifying what they were against, but they didn't know what they were for. So we need to take that negative of against and invert it into a positive. So I'm going to tell you what I'm for. I'm for what Create a Change Now and Green Our Planet, they're doing is teaching our children in schools how to grow food. Most kids go in the grocery store, they don't know what a farm is. They don't know what a farmer is. There's no real relationship with food. And these organizations are showing children how to grow food with love. I made that. I eat that. That's not some disgusting Twinkie that came out of a package. That's a real plant, and it's going into my body, and I'm respecting it. And it's the children, my daughter and her children, and the next generation that's going to make the big difference. Let me tell you what else I'm for. I'm also for my good friend Shane Stewart of Grassroots Juice Bar, my friend Chef Donald from Vegination, who by the way has hired me to be their non-GMO menu consultant. I don't know if you know, but that's a big freaking deal. And also the people at El Dorado Cantina, Violet's Vegan, Go Raw Cafe, because these consciouspreneurs are the game changers. So when you have a little bit of extra money in your pocket, go to one of these places, show them support, show them love, show them appreciation, and thank them for giving you options where you don't have to eat genetically modified organisms. You don't have to eat animals that have been fed and abused and stuffed with GMO food. So they are the game changers. And what else I'm for is alternative media. The mainstream media is almost completely worthless. They give us The mainstream media gives us good information about 5% of the time. If your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend was faithful 5% of the time, would you stick around? No, you would leave them. We need to break up and divorce ourselves from the mainstream media because they are completely worthless. Alternative media. media. Support my show, Health Conspiracy Radio. Support naturalnews.com. Support infowars.com. And all these other organizations that are putting their livelihoods and all their free time on the line to bring you the truth. So we need to get rid of the mainstream media. And the best thing you can do for yourself today is go to the Grow Your Own Festival, get a seed, and plant that seed, and let that seed represent the new you, the first day of the rest of your life. Put that seed in some soil, water that plant, watch it grow, and let it represent you, because it's us, what we do as individuals who are gonna make the difference in the world, who are gonna get Monsanto out of our food supply, who are gonna let the organic movement continue to rise. So if you want to learn more about what I do, my website's healthconspiracy.com. Now I got John Kohler coming up. John's been involved with the natural foods movement for the last 20 years. When he made drastic changes to remove processed foods from his diet, he focuses on solutions to the food challenges of today by teaching people how to grow their own food no matter where they live. His online YouTube channel and website is growingyourgreens.com with 225,000 followers and 31 million views, helping people growing and taking responsibility for the food they eat. So let's give it up for John Kohler, everybody.
All right, thank you, Nick, and thank you for everybody having me here. I want to, today we're here to talk and march against Monsanto, and just like Nick said, instead of being against things, I want to be for things, right? What am I for? What are you guys really for, right? We're really for health and for eating real food, right? We don't want this modified foods, and we need to stand against this. So today I want to show you guys, just some of the steps you can do to make a real change, because as much as marching helps and creates awareness, it really does very little to make that happen. The thing is that big corporations, they don't care about you, they don't care about us. What they care about is the almighty dollar. They'll screw people for money, they'll screw your health for money, they'll screw the world for money, they'll screw the environment for money. They're going to screw everything for money, for profit. But we have the control, because the people at large, everybody here, every American in the country has money, and they make choices every day to spend their money on food, right? The sad fact of the matter is most of the food in the grocery store, 60%, 70% is estimated, is from GMOs, but people are buying that day after day, week after week. So if you guys don't do anything else, change your spending habits. Stop buying processed foods that may have GMO products in them. Corn and soy products, sugar beet sugar, all these different products that contain GMOs. And it's not just the processed foods that I removed myself from eating 20 years ago that everybody could do. You can also remove the thing that uses the most GMOs, right? It's the animal products. Most of the grains that's grown, the corn, the soy, is not meant for soft drinks, which too many people drink soft drinks and you shouldn't drink that stuff anyways. But it goes to feed the meats, and the animal's going to take 7 pounds of grains to produce 1 pound of meat or something crazy like that. It also takes incredible amounts of water to produce meat. So you need to stop eating or minimally reduce your consumption of the meats grown with GMOs. Go organic, go grass-fed, grow your own, or just eliminate it because you don't really need it, right? You don't need it. So that's one thing, change your spending habits. Number 2, super important, is take responsibility for the food you eat by growing your own food. The Mormon settlers that founded this valley here, you can go out to their original settlements. They had to grow their own food because there were not big supermarkets, there were not stores. If they didn't grow their own food, they didn't know how. I'm glad that teachers are now teaching kids how to grow food, because Americans, we all knew how to grow food at one point, and now we don't. And that is one method that we're controlled, because we're not responsible for the food we eat. We're dictated to it by whatever is being sold in the grocery store, right? So take that power back, start growing your own, whether you're going to have your own chickens at home, or like me, I have a whole backyard full of vegetables, and I have over 1,000 plants in my garden right now that I tend to every day, and I grow year-round here in Las Vegas, and I'll let you guys know it is possible. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, you can check me out at growingyourgreens.com. I've educated so many people on how to grow their own food and how to take it one step at a time, because change does not happen overnight. This march is going to happen in one day, but there's 364 more days of the year that you have the choice to vote with your dollars, to vote against Monsanto, vote against big corporations, and take your power back to you. Feed your kids well, teach them well, and tell all your friends and neighbors. Now let's go march against Monsanto and turn your backs.
With that being said, for our parting words, we will not stand for poison, we will not stand for cronyism, and that is why we march against Monsanto.
Jeffrey Smith will be speaking next month at the Charleston Library. Please come. There you go. Yes, I'm going to have more. I'll be passing them out.
There we go. Chico movement catalyst, echo feminist activist, philosopher, thinker, analyst. We more.